What's up, everybody? This is the Level Down Podcast. I'm Devin. That's Del. Once again, thanks for joining us. This is our second episode.
Number two.
Yeah, trying to get everything restarted, refreshed, get everything going smooth. Today we got some rants and raves and, maybe some updated news that most people never heard about Marvel and DC.
Yeah.
First
probably
off,
more rants.
Yeah, it's more rants.
Yeah,
more rants.
Probably more rants.
For old time people, we did the Ezra watch for a long time, and then things hit the fan, and we didn't get into the debacle, which is the Flash movie.
Oh my goodness. So, yeah, that, and you know what? And I blame Ezra.
Yes,
I'm at this point. You have to blame Ezra. Like it was perfect. It was the perfect setup.
Like I think they purposely made this movie for him and let it come out because they're like, you know what? He fucked up and he gotta get punished. And
This was punishment for him. It was an Ezra Miller movie. Like it was 100%. The movie, oh shit. Parts were okay. Like there were okay parts. Like okay, just okay. The vast majority of it was like, we didn't need this.
90% of the movie we didn't need. I think I sent this text out like we needed a Flash movie, but we didn't need this Flash.
Yeah, that was a hard swing and a miss. Yeah, it was. I mean, Ezra played well off of Ezra, like with the multiple Ezra roles. That was clearly Ezra can act with Ezra. I mean, everyone wanted to see this movie for Michael Keaton's Batman. That was pretty much.
That was it.
That was the ticket. That was the entrance fee. That was everything for this movie. And what we got was, it was Michael Keaton as Batman, so that was okay until we got towards the final act of the movie.
So much disappointment.
So many hard disappointments with that one. But,
CGI was trash.
I was trying not to just, like, jump off of my... CGI is in my head, and I just didn't want to jump off on my thought to go to the CGI, but we got to go to the CGI. The CGI was PS2 level.
Yes. Like, I
PS2...
I felt like I was watching fucking, like, it looked, Metal Gear Solid from PlayStation looked better than this.
yeah. Especially when like, we're watching a movie and we know what these things are supposed to be. We know what visuals we're supposed to be looking at.
Exactly.
And, for the most part, like, the things that they did, okay, we know we're going to be looking at CGI. But that was not like we weren't looking at anything like good.
Let me say this. Ryan Reynolds' Green Lantern CGI was better than this.
Whew.
I have to say that. It was better than this.
Unfortunately, you're right.
Like Green Lantern,
unfortunately,
Ryan Reynolds, whoever did the Ryan Reynolds movie killed it
compared to this.
This was like,
yeah.
What in the world is happening?
Yeah, it was really bad. It took, and it was like, it was early. It was way early in the movie with the, we're not, we care, but we don't care, but we're not spoiling the movie 100% from case people who even decide they want to give up.
Spoil this trash. Spoil it.
The baby shit. So, like, the scene with the babies, and this was early in the movie, and I'm like, this doesn't look good at all.
No.
And I'm like, this really, really doesn't look good.
The X-Men movie with Quicksilver. Why was that so much better than this?
It's essentially the same type of scene.
Same type.
It's essentially the same type of scene. We're doing the same things here. that was leaps and bounds better than what we got with this.
For the people who've seen Twilight, there's a scene in there where they show the baby. The baby in Twilight is CGI.
And it looks weird.
It looks weird. This baby, that baby in Twilight looks better than these babies.
Yes, correct.
Movie. And that was a creepy ass baby.
Yes, I'm willing to 100% agree. And that baby was meant to look creepy.
Yes.
These babies that weren't supposed to, they're supposed to be regular babies.
Mm-hmm.
But the CGI, or lack thereof, made them look real bad. Made them look super creepy.
You couldn't green screen some real babies in?
It would have been better at that point. It would have been a lot better.
Is there safety concerns for babies in movies? I don't know. I'm just saying,
perhaps
maybe we could have. Look at me with the Trump hands. What am I?
Yeah,
doing?
I was literally about to call that out. What are we? I
can't get behind it. The cameos, they dropped the ball on all the cameos.
You know where I'm. You know what that noise was for.
Yeah.
Anybody who listens or listened to the podcast before knows. Fucking Nicolas Cage. Stupid ass Nick Cage Superman.
He ranted he was like, if you blink, you would have missed me. Nobody wanted to see.
I didn't want to see this. I don't want to see that.
You had a Superman movie 25 years ago that was canceled because everybody knew you're not a superhero.
Exactly. You're not. Yeah, exactly. You damn sure it's Superman, and you sure as shit wasn't Ghost Rider.
Yeah. See, I don't have that big. I don't mind Nicolas Cage in movies because I know what I'm getting myself into. I'm getting myself into those mannerisms, that Nicolas Cage vibe.
Yeah.
And he shouldn't be associated with certain characters.
Correct.
Ghost Rider and Superman are two big ones.
Two major ones.
So Nicolas Cage was like,
I was happy the CGI was bad on that though. Like it kind of tainted it a little bit, which was good for me because I was like, at first I got mad. I was like Nick Cage. I'm like, and then I'm like, oh, the CGI is pretty terrible on this. So you know what? Good on them for screwing this up.
Why do you have chest hair though? Like the suit came below, like he was showing.
He had a low. He had a low cut. He was whatever Earth he was living his best life with his chest hair and his low top.
Wilding out.
Yeah, and his long, clearly just out of the salon hair.
Yes,
that hair that he came straight out of the chair.
I couldn't do it. Like they dropped the ball. Like we needed a Grant Gustin cameo.
They had awesome. There was the perfect scene in there, and it wasn't even when they were doing all those. It wasn't even when they were showing all the different universes, and they showed Adam West Batman, and they showed Nicolas Cage, and they showed all this other stuff. It wasn't even there. They could have did it. Remember when they were showing all the flashes running through the Speed Force?
Yeah.
You could have just gave us Grant Gustin for like 3 seconds.
That's it.
2.3.
That would have made the movie a hell of a lot better.
2.3. In that one little thing would have made it a lot better.
Fans would have been on top of it. It would have.
That's all you had to do.
But they didn't do it. They didn't want to.
That's all you had to do. I mean, we got other cameos from characters we didn't expect to see in the movie for a little bit. It was right there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That movie. I mean, I wanted to get behind Supergirl. Like for the short stay we had. Yeah. It was cool. Once she got out of the captivity and all that. It wasn't. She wasn't bad. I liked Supergirl.
But she might not be the Supergirl moving forward.
No, because this is still everything's all up in the air and getting changed and joggled and. It's
rumored that Melissa Bonies, whatever her name is, Supergirl from the CW, might be the Supergirl moving forward.
But we can't do Grant Gustin.
We can't do Grant Gustin, but we gonna pull her out of everywhere.
Yeah, so we could do CW Universe, but we just can't do the best character from the CW Universe.
Yeah, can't do it. Can't do it. And
Sure.
when I saw that, I was like, okay, I don't mind that Supergirl.
Yeah, no, it's not. Yeah, it's fine. She's fine.
It went from being, because I watched it. It went from being, when it was, I think it was on ABC. It was just family.
It was it was like a CBS or something. I think it was on CBS. I think it was the channel. Yeah, I think it was a CBS show.
It was real family oriented, real, for girls, for young girls and young teens.
Right,
and then
which is great.
Great, but then when CW picked it up, it was like, oh, we just gonna make this a little bit more mature, introduce some topics and things like that. And I still watched it.
Yeah. Those 11-year-old girls that were watching it are now 14, 15.
Yeah.
So let's CW, let's sprinkle the CW seasoning on top of this one, and
So I don't know what they're gonna do with this. I think Jack Snyder. I heard that he wanted to do a Flashpoint movie, and it was supposed to be, tie into
not this.
it wasn't going to be this, but it was supposed to introduce Eobon Thawne, the Reverse Flash,
which would have been a better story than
it would have, because it would have followed the actual Flashpoint storyline instead of this random shit that he came out with.
Yeah, this whole, I guess what it was, a Dark Flash they were calling it.
Yeah.
So there's like a little bit of it that I liked. Like, I liked how they got there from the personality of that person who later became Dark Flash. It's like you can kind of see like early on, the not knowing anything essentially from it manifesting into something deeply psychological, and that person, like, that part of it was okay. Like how they got to the Dark Flash from that version of Flash, like the characteristics and personality of that Flash was okay, because I was like, all right, I can see that personality, going that deep into this and, turning into this ultimately. I mean, it was obviously a dead giveaway. It was clearly predictable, but it wasn't bad. It was just everything around the rest of it was bad.
What hurt me the most was you picked the worst Batman at the end, George Clooney. I'm sorry, he's by far, in my opinion, George Clooney is the worst Batman ever.
I don't want to say his name because I don't want to count it, but are we counting Val Kilmer in this?
I like Val Kilmer. I think I have a little bias.
Okay, that's fair. That's more than fair. I like
Val Kilmer.
Okay.
George Clooney, he just don't sit right with me. Like, something about him. Like, he probably the nicest dude on the planet.
He just don't.
But every time I look at him, I'm like, you know what? You look like your feet stink. Like, something about you.
Something's wrong with him.
Something. But I don't know George Clooney. I just don't like it. I just definitely didn't like him as Batman.
Right.
You had all types of Batmans you could have picked from.
Yeah.
Tons.
Yeah. Of course, clearly they weren't going to go back to Affleck, but I would have preferred you go back to Affleck. Could
have went back to Affleck. I would have took Christian Bale.
Yeah.
I would have took Robert Pattinson.
In hindsight, Christian Bale probably was like, I don't want to be nothing.
Yeah,
he's like, he probably looked at no.
But for them wanting to do a more younger cast and everything like that, why couldn't you pick Patterson?
Yeah, he's technically not in the universe, but there's a bunch of universes.
Yeah,
so
could have slid him right in.
They could have been like, hey, that's the new guy that does the new thing.
I don't know. They're talking about and it's the thing. What is DC doing? They're talking about making a Wonder Woman 3. Gal Gadot.
Yeah.
She's like, they announced a Wonder Woman 3 movie.
Do they know that Wonder Woman 84 exists?
That was horrible.
like that. Ooh.
I was talking. I need a Wonder Woman that is. How can I put this? I need a real Amazon. I like Gal Gadot. She's great.
Yeah,
She's
I mean, she could come back, but
I don't want the emotions. I want you to F stuff up. I want to see y'all out there. I want to see y'all killing men. I want to see y'all breaking down ships. I want to see y'all being.
You want to see stuff tore up, destruction.
Yeah, like y'all are a
Amazon's
sexist group of women
destroying stuff.
Yeah. Forget the woke culture and everybody being PC. I need these women out there fucking dudes up. Real snoo like.
Real snoo like.
I need that. I don't care about you falling in love and being no.
And all of a sudden learning magic, whatever the hell that was.
Yeah, crazy. Well, first off, I don't know too much about Wonder Woman.
That shit was dumb. The fuck was that?
I don't know too much about it. I know that
she was Doctor Strange and shit. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
Real magical. She got the power. She got the glow.
Yep.
She got the glow.
Yeah.
I can't do it. I can't do it. I heard that Dwayne Johnson, he's pissed that they canceled
well,
what role did he play?
Black Adam.
Black Adam.
I mean, the Black Adam was it was a far departure from what we would know as Black Adam. It was a Dwayne the Rock Johnson movie. Like
yeah.
that's pretty much all it was.
But he did it to himself.
Yes,
he did it to himself. You ain't want to play ball with nobody, and then you blame it on the leadership change. No, how about you change? Because you're a franchise killer. They probably saw all the movies you've been involved in and destroyed. And they're like, you know what? We don't want you on our squad. Go back to the WWE.
Yeah. Stop it. we all seen G.I. Joe. I still can't forgive him for that shit.
Yeah, you kill the main character off so you could be in it.
Like Duke, we killed Duke.
The main guy.
We killed Duke. We killed G.I. Joe. We killed the face of G.I. Joe.
I am so happy now Transformers and G.I. Joe are in the same universe, so we can get better G.I. Joe movies. And if I see The Rock in any of them,
in anything,
I'm done. Don't add him. He can't be a cameo. He can't show up in nowhere. I don't want him breathing the same air as anybody in that movie.
Hey, we could get The Rock versus John Cena again.
No.
No.
And I actually like John Cena. I wouldn't mind seeing John Cena in more action roles. You know, his comedic timing is.
Oh yeah, he's great. Yeah, Cena's great.
Unbelievable. But when I look at The Rock, well, no, like I said, I like The Rock. I don't like Dwayne Johnson. The Rock is cool.
Dwayne Johnson's the problem.
Yeah, Dwayne Johnson is the problem. Done with him. Shoot. Blue Beetle coming out August 18th. Looking forward to that.
Yeah, what's that? It's a couple weeks, right? Next week or
8 days.
8 days. There you
12,
go.
I can't count. What day
Something.
is it today?
Math. Yeah, it comes out in some type of math equation, which is soon though.
Soon. I'm actually looking forward to it. I like Blue Beetle.
Okay.
I'm not a George Lopez stand-up comedy fan.
Okay.
I remember his TV show that he had. What was it called?
The George Lopez Show, I think. I legit think it was.
Wow, it was called his name.
I legit think it was just called the George Lopez Show.
I wasn't mad at that show. I
watched it. It was on. It was one of those things where like it was on at a time there was literally nothing else on, and it was serviceable.
So I had no problem with that.
Yeah.
I never seen him in any movies that I remember.
No, actually, I can't say that I have either.
So, hopefully, it's not too much George Lopez in this, and more focus on.
It looks like it's taking real heavy Shazam vibes because it seems like the wealth of the power is just getting spread amongst the family again.
Oh my goodness.
like they clearly did in Shazam. But like, I don't know a whole lot about Blue Beetle other than, what I've seen in like recent, animation and things like that. Like I didn't read any Blue Beetle or things like that. DC isn't my strong suit. But I mean, it looks interesting enough. Like I'm going to see it.
Yeah, I do want to see it. But is is it rated R or is it PG-13?
Yeah, I think it's PG-13.
Then it's gonna be trash.
I think.
Then it's gonna be trash because Blue Beetle is a killer.
Like it's like the. It's supposed to be an alien, right?
Yes.
It's supposed to be an alien.
It's a device that was supposed to come to Earth, if I'm not mistaken, and then take over.
Okay.
But it malfunctioned. It was broke when it crashed. It broke. And then the young boy got it, and him and the young boy, like the Blue Beetle was like, yo, we got to kill everything. And the young boy was like, no, we can't kill everybody. Like a Venom and Eddie
Brock
fight. But the Beetles are killers.
Okay.
They're planet conquerors. They're not
nice.
It ain't about
they're
family.
not nice things. Okay,
No.
yeah.
This is about these guys is killers. Like they supposed to go at it.
And then the budding relationship between Jaime and the Scarab.
Yeah.
Guessing they have their whole,
They sort of have their own dynamic and
then they connect
conflict.
and they have their whole like you said, yeah, there's an internal conflict there, and then
But I don't think they ever, I'm trying to remember, but I don't think they ever like fully connected. I think they just like, okay, we're stuck together, so we gotta work together. Cause the Beetle want to kill stuff, and Hermione wants to sit back.
Hermione. That's Harry Potter.
My man wants to sit back, and he's like the conscious to the Beetle.
Okay.
Like he's the conscious to the Beetle, and the Beetle is his strength.
Okay. They can like I guess change and be what it needs to be for.
Yeah, they got morphing capabilities and stuff like that. Real Ben 10 like.
Okay.
But I don't know. Like I'm spitting this stuff like I'm a Blue Beetle expert. I'm not.
You've seen Blue Beetle somewhere do a couple things. And
yeah, I've seen him do some stuff.
Yeah.
I got my DC encyclopedia. I've read through his information. But other than that, I don't know. I'm just hoping that there's a lot of explosions and a lot of violence, and it's not too focused on family dynamics and love, because I don't care.
There probably will be.
I know.
It probably will be.
Guess who playing the Invisible Woman? Vanessa Kirby.
Vanessa Kirby.
You don't know her? Let me see. Let me pull up some stuff she been in.
All right.
How you hit this?
Are we now like in the mix of like confirming Fantastic Four stuff?
Yep.
Because I've been trying to stay away because I'm going to be angry if Doom isn't what I need Doom to be.
Now it's going to be Galactus is the big guy. That's who they're doing again. So they're doing the Galactus.
Okay.
Okay. So Vanessa Kirby. She was in a Fast and Furious movie, Mission Impossible.
I'll probably know if I've seen her. I've seen the Mission Impossible movies.
I don't know if I can share the screen with the live recording going.
Possibly not. What I'll do for I'm gonna break some cardinal sins, and I'm just gonna look it up.
Cause I didn't know who she was. Like I never seen her and thought like, oh, this is the person. I really want Scarlett Johansson as the Invisible Woman.
Sue Storm? No, I can't see Scarlett Johansson as Sue. I also can't see Vanessa Kirby as Sue. I mean,
what is the girl's name? Not what is her name? I can't. This is another girl, not Chloe. No. I'm drawing a blank. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe do some blonde hair. Come on, they had Jessica Alba and blonde hair do it, so you could have any relatively white female with blonde hair do it.
True. I mean, at first, all right. So at first glance, with Vanessa Kirby, at first glance, I'm saying no. But I mean, I said no about a couple of things. I'm like, okay. I said no at first glance with Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman. Now it's fine.
Yes.
So I can't say it's wrong. Marvel has been missing slightly lately with their casting choices. They used to be fantastic, but whatever. We'll see.
I heard that the film is going to focus around her.
I mean, it's not a.
Be first.
Yeah,
she's the most powerful one out of all.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not upset at that.
Yeah,
I'm definitely not upset at that.
Reed Richards, cool. Yeah, he's smart. He can stretch, but at the end of the day, who you fighting? Who you fighting? You're not invulnerable. We saw that when you got torn apart, and the last movie we saw you in.
Sue is the glue that holds the family together. She
can murder everybody.
Sue is fantastic. So I mean, I wouldn't be upset if she's the focal point of the movie. That's fine.
Yeah.
That works.
Jack Quaid, I heard, is Johnny Storm. I don't know who Jack Quaid is.
I don't know who that is.
Nobody for The Thing and nobody for Reed Richards. They talked about Matt Smith, the Doctor.
For who?
For Reed.
No.
Just put Jack Reacher in there. Call it a day. Just leave Jim. Let Jim have a role. Jim ain't doing nothing.
He ain't doing nothing.
Just give him a role.
No. Matt Smith. No.
Nah. He don't look right.
I don't need Matt Smith nowhere near any comic book movies ever again after what happened with Morbius.
Oh, God, yes.
just. And it wasn't his fault. That's not his fault. However, just no.
He has an interesting look.
He does.
Looks like he can stretch in real life. He looks elastic.
Is this the person? Yeah. Is Matt Smith the person that looks elastic?
He looks elastic. Don't put him in this. You were a great Doctor. I liked you in House of Dragons. You were in Morbius.
He was in Morbius. There are a lot of people in Morbius. Unfortunately.
Last Night in Soho, I enjoyed that movie.
Okay, I didn't see that.
Yeah, he was in Terminator Genesis, which was okay.
It was a Terminator movie.
Yeah, it was. This is what it was.
Yeah, I've seen worse movies.
And he was in Pride and Prejudice. What is it? Pride and Prejudice and Zombies.
Okay.
Take a look at it.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I missed that one.
Take a watch. It's like Abraham Lincoln, the Vampire Hunter.
Okay, which I liked.
Yeah, so I was okay with that.
Okay.
But no Matt Smith. No.
Yeah, no, just nah. Yeah, just stay away.
No.
He might want to stay away from anything comic book related too after that shit.
So Jonathan Majors is back.
I'm okay with that.
Jonathan Majors is back.
I'm fine.
He was in the Loki season 2 trailer.
Let's go.
We've realized that the lady might be.
Yeah, and we should have waited for this.
We should have
before,
Just assuming, because
we can't go ahead and do that.
She out the country from what I heard. She skipped out. She I'm out. I'm gone.
Oh wow.
If you were violently assaulted and things of that nature, you just feared for your life. I you know what? I'm not speaking on this because I don't know what's happening. I was about to say something, and I was like, you know what? I like my Twitter account. I like my,
Yeah, let's just.
I'm hoping it works out for both parties, that everybody comes to a mutual understanding of what's happening. I'm excited for Jonathan Majors.
As am I. That's,
I
you know.
like him as Kane.
Kang?
What did I say?
Kang? Did you say Kane or Kang?
Kane, Kang. Kang. My
Kang?
English is horrible.
Yeah, no. Listen. I'm okay. October, right? Is that when? I think I seen an.
I didn't even check the dates.
It's either October or November for Loki season 2. So I think it's October, but I could be mistaken. Could be November.
That gives me enough time to watch it again.
Mm-hmm. It's a good show. It's a really
was.
good show. It's a really good show.
Final thing. Secret Invasion. Did you watch it?
I did.
You finished it?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck that show.
Yeah. So Secret Invasion was like anything but Secret Invasion. Like, we got a bunch of shit that I didn't care about. There's a bunch of scrolls that were just like Timothy Markson from down the street. I don't give a fuck about Timothy Markson.
I didn't care about Nick Fury and his wife.
Oh, yeah, well.
I gave 2 shits about that.
I was just like, ew, dude.
Yeah?
Yeah, I didn't care.
But come on, who wouldn't bang an alien, though? Come on. If you had the opportunity...
There's been a lot... okay.
If you had the opportunity to be that
space,
guy...
And he was in space for a long time. He was dealing with stuff a long time, knew they existed for a long time.
You do what you gotta do.
You do what you gotta do.
I'm not judging the man at all. But the show felt cheap.
Yeah, it was. They took the title Secret Invasion. They got everyone excited, and then gave us
this.
It was like we didn't get any fantastic reveals.
Nope.
I said Rhodey was a Skrull before the show even came out.
Yep.
On a podcast before.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm pretty sure he's a. That just makes sense.
And he didn't even act like Rhodey throughout this show. He was
at all.
Ass, like through the whole
at all.
Show.
This guy, like, this guy's a dick. He doesn't act like that.
No. And I was like, you know what? Yeah, you ain't human.
You're
not.
And then they just like threw Ross in there to like, hey, I remember.
They just and
like I didn't care. Like Ross didn't need to be a Skrull. Gives a shit.
No. I think that they made it this way so that, like, first off, the Skrulls. One thing I had a problem with. You already established that they were good refugees.
Yeah, you from Captain Marvel.
Yeah,
the Captain Marvel movie. Mm-hmm. They made them like likable. They wanted us to have sympathy for them. Why? Why would you turn this around this way?
They changed so much.
Why did you make me want to like? Why did you make me want? I didn't, by the way. Because I know what I'm. No, nothing about them resonated with me throughout the entire existence in the MCU. Like, I just don't care.
Yeah.
Like, I don't give a shit. I don't care.
Even in the books, they were evil in the books. Good guys, well, not good guys, but nice people in the movie. And now this, I was confused. Like, wait, are these bad guys? Are they good guys? Like,
a little bit of both.
What's the motivation now? What's the motivation behind what's happening so that we can move forward to this? Like,
their species is just like their sole purpose is method acting. That's it. That's how they live. That's how they survive. They survive on getting roles and method acting to the best of their ability. That's it.
It was so dumb. I didn't like how they showed that Rhodey was a Skrull, like through a phone call, then you have him wipe his on the mirror.
Oh yeah.
That was dumb. Y'all don't want to pay nobody no money. That's what it is. They ain't want to pay nobody no money.
Put somebody in there like a cameo or something. Oh damn, that was a Skrull the whole time. Yeah. We only needed maybe one, two, maybe even one of like an established character. Not even have to be like from the A list. Mm-hmm. It could have been like an established B list character. like that we got on the show that's like, oh wow, that person's a Skrull?
We ain't get nothing.
We could have got one. It was only 6 episodes, so you could have gave us one.
If it was a Nick Fury movie, not Secret Invasion, just a Nick Fury movie, or Nick Fury show, I would.
And don't call it Secret Invasion.
Don't call it Secret Invasion.
Right.
I'd have been like, you know what? Okay, this is okay. This is a nice little filler.
It's okay
until something big come out.
Exactly.
But
no.
Was...
like when you go the importance of Secret Invasion in the books and like the stuff that happened, like, you know, during it and the fallout of it, that stuff was huge.
Yeah.
That stuff was gigantic. Like this was just, you just did something just to do it, and it means nothing. Like what are we gonna get out of this?
A canceled show?
yeah. Like what are we like? So if they reveal somebody to be a Skrull, like in 2 movies from now, where are we going back to? What the fuck? Like the war or whatever the hell it is over essentially from the show. So what the hell's the point?
Yeah, I don't know what's happening. I think I'm hoping that, from what I understand, the MCU is getting reworked. Nothing's really changing, but you know, they're going to reduce the amount of shows that are coming out.
I think that's smart.
Just so that quality over quantity.
Yeah, I think that's smart, because we're starting to scrape the bottom here. Yeah. Like the MCU ain't what it used to be.
No.
At all. Like at all. Like after, you know, everything after Endgame, yeah, it was a couple of things that were okay. Like a couple of the shows, like the first couple of shows that came out, the ones they had the plans for, they're like, all right, you know, because, you know, they had everything structured after, you know, and around the time of Endgame. So MCU's still thriving at this point. So, you know, all right, we got the fallout from all that stuff. We got WandaVision. We got, you know, the Loki show. We got Falcon and Winter Soldier. Fantastic shows.
Yeah.
And then, you know, then it's, you know, everything starts to get a little thinner, and then the waters start to get a little muddier, and then you start putting out, you start throwing stuff out, and it's like, you know.
They're trying to get more money. And you know, it's not going to work. It's not going to help. It's not going to help the cause with these bullshit shows that, one, nobody cares about.
No.
And they're not
doing I didn't give a shit at all about Secret Invasion. Like, I just didn't care. I watched it because I watch them.
Mm-hmm. But it didn't add anything to the story.
No, did nothing.
No.
It did nothing. It just, it annoyed me more than it did anything else.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I definitely agree with you there. All right. So, people, you know, we want to thank y'all for coming out, listening to the Level Down podcast. Y'all got to check out Bury the Booking. First episode airs today.
Yeah, first episode.
Yeah, it's a SummerSlam episode.
Yeah.
Get ready for that. But once again, I want to thank everybody for listening. Please like, comment, subscribe.
All that fantastic stuff.
All the social media type stuff. You'll find us anywhere and everywhere. You know, we're on Apple now. I did that. So, thanks again, people.